What are we doing now? Okay.
Super. 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 Super.
Let's talk about Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. Oh, what the hell? Okay. Alright, let me tell you about this game. Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep came out January 9th, 2010 in Japan. Alright, a couple months later, September 7th. You know, that's awesome. Came out, what is it? After days. That's wow, right? So, forget about that. Let's just talk about Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. Real quick, you know how it be, you know how it do. Let's talk about the story. What's going on in this game? So, without spoiling anything, let's talk about the story of Birth by Sleep. So we got three homies right here. This game introduces three protagonists that you can play with their own story. They all intertwine at some points, and I'll show you the portions that which the protagonists meet together. Let's do it here. We got the homie Ventus Galentis Genis. Anyways, he's like not Roxas. Like, look at him. Okay, so I know the guy looks like Roxas. Why? Can't tell you because that's later on. It's gonna be super stupid when you hear it, but trust me, later on it makes a lot more sense. It doesn't even make sense. I'm gonna be real with you. It still doesn't make sense, but who cares? So, pretty much, Ventus here. He seems a little special. He got this weird jacket that's like black and white. What does that mean? Something very weird. It's a lot of symbolism. But yeah. So we got Ventus here. He's youngster. He holds his keyblade backwards. That's weird. Pretty cool though. And then we got Terra. Whoa. Look at this tall man. He got hair. He got funny pants. I like his pants. That's like probably his best quality. His pants. That's crazy. Anyways, we got next Aqua. First female protagonist of this game. And hands down, pretty cool. Look at her. She got like blue hair. What does that mean? I can't tell you. But yeah, she's dope. I'll get into more specific about them, you know, like what makes each character different from each other. But pretty much, we got going on here. Ventus, the homie, meteor shower. Wow, I'm gonna go look at the meteor shower. He runs off. I don't know how far he gets away from the place, the land of departure. Wow, but he gets away from like the Academy Castle thing looking school home, right? So he's like booking it. He's super far away to look at this meteor shower that's happening. But throughout this prologue sort of thing, you get your introduction to combat. We'll get in there later, of course. But yeah, he does that, and then he goes up there, and then he has the Kingdom Hearts 1 thing going on where he's sleeping, and then he like gets up, and then he gets back down, and then like Aqua, but like it's supposed to be Kairi in Kingdom Hearts 1 is like right there, and he's like, whoa, you know, it's crazy. Whatever, who cares? But yeah, it pretty much sets up that they're all friends. They all have this thing, and then you get the little star charm, which is very important. It signifies a lot because it's supposed to be the powerful fruit, the star fruit from Kingdom Hearts 1. Crazy, I know, right? Aqua mentions it. That's awesome. It's a little nod, all right? But yeah, the prologue pretty much just ties everyone together. They're doing this all before their Mark of Mastery. Not Ventus's Mark of Mastery, but like Aqua and Terra. They have like this little training thing going on where, you know, they have to, you know, they gotta fight orbs of light, but mixed in with darkness. Why? Because of this guy. Look at him, he's handsome. Bald man. Who's this bald man? It's this other man over here. This man who's on the Destiny Islands. Super young and fit. He kind of looks familiar. you know? Because if you played Kingdom Hearts 2 and then probably 1, he's probably in there. You hear him and you see him. He looks very familiar to, oh, his name is Xehanort. Okay, so there you go. This is a prologue. This is a pre-sequel to sequel of Kingdom Hearts, the entirety of the series before the other game came out. But yeah, so we got youngster Xehanort here. Now he morphs into his older form with Ventus. Whoa, what's going on? We're gonna backtrack to Ventus now. That's crazy. After I explain what Ventus is all about. Ventus here, he's kind of broken. He's kind of like gone, dead, even. And Xehanort's like, I'm gonna leave you here. I'm gonna leave you here to like, you know, stay in this small little world, right? But then Ventus has this inner, he has this like, noises going on, but he's like inside his heart. He's in the dive of heart, Kingdom Hearts style. That's crazy, right? So he's in here. He has this little weird circle pillar thing, and it's broken because his heart is shattered. Why? Play the game, find out. I can't tell you that. So pretty much, yeah. He's talking to someone. We don't know who. I know who. You probably will figure out who. If you play the game, you already know who. But yeah, so he's talking to the weird voice. Go wah 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 wah, and then they combine hearts. What? That's crazy, right? So now Ventus has a heart. He's now back. Xehanort's like, oh wow, look, Keyblade, and then he shoots a light in the sky. Ventus, that is, and it's like, wow. So Mark of Mastery. We're gonna go straight to the Mark of Mastery. Boom. This is where your little tutorial like fight, if you skip the prologue with everyone, is here. The only time this early on where you have the 3 protagonists together, they got the little health bars. It's crazy, really cool. Who cares? But yeah, they do their Mark of Mastery, and stuff happens. Terra fails. I'm gonna just say it. Terra fails dramatically. He's like, oh my god, look at my face. I'm dying. And Aqua, she's a master now. But yeah, some stuff happens. This weird mysterious boy is here too that knows Xehanort. It's kind of suspicious. I don't know, man. Some stuff is going on. Sound happens. What is going on? Technically, there's 3 separate cutscenes happening at this point, alright? We got Terra out here talking to Master Xehanort, and Master Xehanort's like, yo, the darkness does not need to be repelled. It just needs to be channeled. If you know how to hold the darkness, you'd be fine. You know, I think you're a master in my own eyes. Wow. And Terra's like, wow, thank you for the advice. You're smart. Take care. And Xehanort just disappears, like, into the shadows. And then, yeah. Terra doesn't see this. He kind of, like, runs back because of the bell. But then, while this is happening, oh my goodness, Ventus is talking to whoever this masked boy is with the Riku Ansem looking darkness veiny thingy. Yeah, you know, like, wow. But he got a mask on, so we don't know who he is. But I know who he is. But don't worry about that. He's cool. He has a nice tubes voice. He has the skirt, not skirt, kilt. What? But yeah, he's trash talking Ventus, kind of. He did say before, you know, he's just a little like pipsqueak. I don't know. He's like a weakling or something. Who cares, right? Pretty much, this guy here, the masked man, is not the masked man from other 3, of course. Come on, what are we doing here? This is not a okay. Anyways, yeah, he's kind of just like telling him Terra's like gonna leave him, and Ventus is like, oh my god, no, not my friend. And then, wow, that's also happening. Aqua was kind of getting lectured, not lectured, but just being told about the stuff that, you know, a master has to. Interrupts. Oh my god, who cares? While the masked man is talking to Ventus, Aqua and Terra get the announcement from Yen Sid. What? The guy that spelt Disney backwards? Yes, it's that guy. It's the old man from Kingdom Hearts 2. And he's training Mickey. If you right there, wow, training Mickey, water. Who cares? Because that's not important. Kind of is. Mickey kind of shows up later. He's like in the cover of the game. But that's fine. So pretty much, Jensen's like, yeah, there's darkness out there. It seems like people are gonna get attacked by these weird creatures called the Averse, who feed off negative emotion. Right? So Ericus is like, all right, listen, Terra, this is your chance to prove the mark of mastery. Go out there, find Xehanort, because now he's missing, right? Ericus is like trying to get in contact with him. He's trying to call him on his mobile device, being like, yo, this guy has Sprint. He can't get in contact with him. So he's like, all right, cool. He's missing. Time to go find Xehanort too. So Terra's like, all right, I'm out. Aqua gets held back, and we see Ventus like run by or something. I don't know. That's like probably later after Master Ericus is like, yo, listen, I'm worried about Terra here, bro. He got darkness in him, and he's trying to. I just don't want him to fall into darkness. He needs to learn how to let it go, or like control it or something. That he probably needs to, like, he's probably telling Aqua like, let it go, bro. I can't have him do that. He's gonna fall into the darkness. He needs help now. So Aqua's like, all right, I'll keep an eye on him. It's fine. We're chilling. We're good. And then this one cutscene right here where Terra's like leaving. It all mashes together. Like, watch, it's gonna blend right here. I can't do that, can I? I don't know if I can. I'm gonna blend it somehow. I'm gonna fix it. Wow.
Terra!
It's okay.
Wait, Ben!
No, he mustn't. You have to bring him back.
Don't worry, Master.
All of it comes together here at this singularity, and this is where they're all leaving. Terra leaves. Ventus is like, oh man, what am I gonna do? He's leaving right now. He leaves. He literally gets up. He goes, right? He like supersizes up, or no, he mega suits. What is it? He super suits. He puts his super suit on, like Iceman style. Iceman from Mega. Oh, come on. Okay, I got this. I can't do it. Why am I can't. Mega Man. Oh! I'm out. Not again. No! What kind of shit is that? Mega Man, no! Oh, that's barnacles. Who thought this stage was good? This is a bad stage. Stage is doo-doo. garbage. I can't make it. I can make it. I can totally make that. No, I'm back here! No! No! Oh. Barnacles, I should have just jumped. What was that lag? No! Oh! Oh shit. You gotta be kidding me. I'm scared. Not the penguin! Go back up. Go back up. Stop playing around. Go back up. Why are you going down? What? I fell through. No. Oh. Okay. Yeah, we're done. It's Mr. Frozone. Frozone, dude. What? He Frozones up. He goes out there. He got... Oh, crazy. Hold up. Sorry, side tangent. Bro, their Keyblades transform into, like, vehicles. That's crazy. So, when I first played this game, back in, like, 2010, right? That was crazy. Final Mix was out in Japan, so the Lingering Will fight, for those who know, you know, Keyblade transformations were, like, hinted at. Not even hinted at, it was just there. That Lingering Will, you know, transformed his Keyblade into weird things. So the cart, yeah, the Kingdom Hearts cart here, Terra going, that's a cart now. We're gonna call it the cart. You change it into the vehicle cart, and it's like, whoa, that's cool. Why can't Sora do that? Because he doesn't know. He just doesn't. Okay. So anyways, yeah, Ventus does the Kingdom Hearts cart. He goes in there, and then like Master Eriquiz, whatever his name be, he's like, listen, Aqua, we gotta get that guy back. We gotta get the boy back. He can't leave. Where is he going, bro? And Aqua's like, all right, I got it. And then she also just does her, and then she gets like a motorcycle looking thing, but it's not even a bike. It's not even a bike, bro. It's literally just like metal that's shaped into a vehicle, and then she flies off. Alright, so that's, yeah. that pretty much happens. There's these little fellas, these weird fellas called Unverse out there. Gotta look for Xehanort. That's the mission for Terra and Aqua. Ventus is like, bro, I gotta find Terra. He's leaving. I gotta figure out what's going on. But yeah. They all go to their different starting worlds, so everyone has a singular world they go to first. And the order of how this all happens is really weird. I'm pretty sure someone already like made a video about like the timeline of Kingdom Hearts, and I already like placed who go, well, like, because Terra leaves first, right? So he's gonna be the first one to land on a world and do whatever he does there. But like the sequence of how everything happens, because it's kind of crazy if you like think about it, because Aqua literally leaves like a bit before Ventus does, but like Terra kind of goes already through the three worlds if we looking about like timeline, because he goes to the Enchanted Dominion first, does his stuff there, which we'll talk about because it's crazy. It's wild, bro. When we get to the individual characters and how we break them down, I'm gonna talk about the world too, so it's gonna be like flip-flopping everywhere, by the way. I'm sorry, this is gonna be crazy, this is gonna be wild. Not really, but yeah, so he kind of does his thing there, and then like he goes to the next place, which I believe is the Woodland, what is it, Dwarflin Woodlands. What am I saying, bro? Alright, who cares? It's the dwarf place. It's the dwarf forest where Snow White be at, okay? But that's like where Ventus starts. But once you finish it, like when you finish the world, You find out that Terra was already there, so you know the order kind of goes like, for Terra at least, it goes like, you know, Enchanted Dominion, Dwarf Woods, and then Cinderella Place. And then, like, which was weird because, like, Aqua goes to the Cinderella Ball place first. What's it, Castle of Dreams, right? She goes there first, and, like, spoiler, they kind of meet. Terra and Aqua meet. Terra's leaving, Aqua's coming in. So, like, Terra's, like, done. He's, like, already done with, like, all the 3 worlds. And he's, like, going forwards. He's, like, going past the story. He's, like, doing everything. Crazy, right? But, yeah. That's pretty much the story. We're going to talk more in depth about what each character does, how they play, their strengths, their weaknesses, the world they first go into, the music. Oh, it's going to be crazy here. I don't know if you hear that. That's crazy. I don't know what's going on. Who cares? Let's get into it. So, let's talk about the gameplay. Alright. I'm gonna skip a little bit of the UI because, you know, it's the no. Actually, no, I'm lying to you. Why this is important? Because, brother, let me tell you what's crazy about this. We got this new thing that is not the drive form or the limit form or whatever other cool thing, the cards or whatever. Who cares, right? It's none of that. We got the focus gauge. What is the focus gauge? Oh, brother, what can I tell you about this focus gauge? So it's it is. What the heck? It's this meter, pretty much, where if you hold down your whatever top trigger, your R1, I'm gonna say, because that's what I do. I think it's R1, bro. I literally picked this game up and dropped it. I literally stopped recording and I already forgot everything about the controls. Sorry. But yeah, you hold down the R1, that's what I'm assuming it is, and you charge up this reticle thing from like shoot games. You got the little reticle and you like aim at a enemy and it goes beep 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 beep, and you build up this certain number. You can build it up to whatever you want. You can literally do like 1 and like let it rip and you shoot out, example, an aqua bubble, right? That's funny. But yeah, you build up this focus meter. Everyone's focus is different. Everyone's shot lock, that's what it's called, is very different. And pretty much you kind of just do this super cool move that makes you invincible. Shot locks are pretty strong. The more you level up and the more you level up shot locks, the better it becomes. The charge up for your shot lock is a lot faster, allowing you to quickly use it and use less focus. Pretty good. I really like shot locks. Kind of cheap though, if you think about like combat wise, like you get out of a lot of situations and do massive amount of damage just by holding down a button. There's also the risk of being hit while doing it. We have this cool little blue bar. There's no magic. So you see that there's this other wheel thing here under the above the attack. So let's not look at that. Let's look at the D-Link. That's what it says. Right above the health bar, the funny hair is the D-Link. What that means, what is the D-Link? I think it means Dimensional Link. Wow. I remember that. Don't worry about it. So Dimensional Link, real quick, it's a resource meter where you get to use the abilities. Okay, hold on. Not the abilities. It's more like the move set of that person. So like we have example here, playing as Terra, because we're going to talk about Terra first. We got Ventus and Aqua D-Link. So we can choose Ventus, because Ventus is like actually pretty good. His D-Link is pretty strong. Aqua and Ventus are probably the strongest D-Links to use. Unfortunately, Terra's D-Link is not that good, but we'll get there when we get there. So Ventus's D-Link is pretty strong. Everyone's D-Link starting out has like little, you see those little circle things? Those little circle things are like the level up mechanic. You get these little star signias, this little star thingy, like when you hit an enemy, sometimes the star thing comes out, and you pick that up to level up your D-Link. So pretty much whenever you level up a D-Link with that, you get like a certain bonus and more commands. Commands, by the way, I'll get to, don't worry about it. So you level up D-Links like that, you get stronger commands, more moves to use, and you also get a passive. For Ventus's case, he gets haste. Super good, especially on Terra, especially in Aqua. Like, bro, for Terra, because he hits slow. He hits pretty slow, but he hits hard. we'll look at Terra's stats. Like, I'll tell you why this guy is crazy. But yeah, Ventus's D-Link is pretty good. You level it up further. The last ones, they all have like specific passives that are really helpful and more battle commands. I would recommend trying to do most of the D-Links if you want. Like, Ventus D-Links is pretty good. There's some future D-Links that are really, really strong. Peter Pan, maybe. Even Mickey. What? Mickey? Okay. But yeah. Alright. Let's look at this command deck. Better say the battle commands. Very different from Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, Chain of Memories, all of them, right? This is the first time we are introduced with this command deck where we can put battle commands and use, like, say, certain abilities. Sliding Dash is now a command. Instead of having Sliding Dash as a normal ability, you can just press the triangle button and use that said command. You have commands such as Fire, which was tied to the MP back in the previous games. Very different. You just press your triangle button, your whatever action command you have. It uses that command, whether it be magic, attack, potion, ether. Ethers are now different since there's no MP. It fills up your focus gauge, whatever the case be. It will use it and it'll be on a recharge, which can also be decreased with different abilities, attack haste, MP haste. That will all be discussed later at some point, of course. But for the most part, Birth by Sleep is the first time we were introduced with this command deck, being able to meld different things together to make new commands. I'll get in more detail about how you command meld to get new commands. A lot of commands, I know. But essentially, the way this game is structured is mostly for you to rely on that. The basic combos can be extended with combo pluses, air combo pluses, and combo finishers, but for the most part, you're going to be pressing triangle to use these commands that you build up, buy, find, doesn't matter. The battle system is heavily relied on this, and I would say it's pretty interesting for, being introduced here at first, but comes off as very reliant. You're mostly not going to be attacking with X at all. You're pretty much going to be dodging a lot of the times and using your commands. So I wouldn't say the battle system is horrible, but it is more lenient to just pressing a button and moving around. This game introduces a lot of new magic too, and also very unique attacks. I'm not probably going to be able to get through all of them, but I'll mention them. It's kind of crazy, but yeah. So everything is kind of simplified. You press triangle, you do like a strong move. You can attack to fill up. Ooh, what the heck is that? The weird meter up top. Now let me tell you about this weird meter that you fill up. There's a little bar meter where it's where you see the word commands, and then it's like another meter. There's a lot of meters in this game. That's kind of crazy because you got to fill up your meter to use your thing. But yeah, you whenever you start attacking, you get to fill up this meter here, and you get to use a finisher. Mostly when you think about a finisher, you think about like combo finishers, like at the end of your combo to do a big hit. Essentially, you kind of still have that. It's really strange. Finishers have their own level up system. Let that sit in your head. Like, what? Why is there so much complication in this game? I can't tell you. Honestly, it's cool though. So you fill up the meter and you do a finisher. But yeah, that's pretty much it for like basic gameplay for all the characters. That's like the only thing that's like consistent. Having D-Links, focus, HP, a command menu, and a finishing command at the end, right? Let's talk about Terra, the homie, the guy. He's goated. He's pretty good. He has an amazing tech stat. Like I said before, he's slow combo, pitiful magic, and okay defense. All the protagonists have separate stats. In the beginning of the game, when you get to choose who you want to play as for the story, there's a small description stating like what their strengths and weaknesses are, what they excel at. Terra, clearly, he's really strong. Ventus, he's kind of like in between fast, nimble, and Aqua is more of like, the magic mage, magic wizard, witch mage.
Black Mage. 3, 2,
Let's go!
1, go!
Yeah! Yeah!
Yeah, okay. But yeah. So Terra here, he's goated. Honestly, among the three, he's probably the weakest. Fortunately, he has a lot of stuff holding him back. Exclude D-Links, it's slow, His magic's piss poor, although magic's like probably the best in this game. There's a lot of stuff in this game that like is so good. A lot of good magics in this game. But yeah, he does hit hard. I like that. His dodge, oof, he does this slide dash, and it's pretty bad. He doesn't have a lot of iframes when it does it, so fights that are requiring you to like dodge more often, you're gonna find yourself getting hit. It's pretty good mobility though. It covers a distance, and strangely enough, it has a level up system to it, so you can level up your slide dash to like slide even further. It's cool, I guess, but yeah, he's all right. We'll look at the stats here. Yeah, you know, he got like a 7 in attack, 5 in magic. So what is that defense? 2-3? I can't see. I'm kind of blind a little bit. I don't have glasses. And I don't need glasses. I got like okay vision. I'm just like not reading. Who cares, right? We're not here for that. We're here for the homies' command stuff. Let's talk about the menu here. Everyone's menu kind of the same, different though, because what's not told really is that specific characters have specific commands tied to them. So some characters can't get the same commands as others. I'm gonna use the example of Holy is a move that Ventus has, but not a move that Aqua has or Terra. We got the command decks. What's going on in the command decks? Let me tell you. So this is where you can do your deck editing. This is not Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories where you get certain cards and put them in. There's like no limit to that except for how many commands you have. That's 9. That's 9 commands. That's fine. But we also got action commands and your shot luck command. So you can see that your block, your slide has a level tied to it. Like I said, you can level up your slide. Leveling up your block, I can't really tell you what that does. You block more, block longer. Is your block a little wider? I don't know, but you can meld it. Now we have the meld command here. I will tell you what that does later because I want to talk more about the action commands real quick. This is gonna sound like really bad, but you know how it is. You get a new headset. Who cares? So let me tell you real quick. The footage I'll be using right now is probably it is Kingdom Hearts 2. For the example I want to state regarding the action commands and the certain, I would say, abilities tied to the action command that you can get throughout the game. For the most part, I just want to use Kingdom Hearts 2 as an example. Just, ignore the goofiness. It's just there for the time being. So, you know how in Kingdom Hearts you have high jump, you got like dodge roll, all that stuff. That's only tied into this one thing. So payback raid or whatever, like the thing you press when you get knocked back, like aerial recovery, like the payback strike, all that stuff will go into here. You will have different types of blocks too. To spoil that, you can make a heal block, a stun block, a fire block, an ice block. So the customization for this game is pretty like large compared to like Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, especially 1. You can't have different blocks. You can't have like these crazy ass finishers like rocks shooting out from the ground. Compared to previous games and all that, Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep does things very differently. I mentioned before how your block can just do all these like different elements, heal, stun, burn. It's cool. Let's talk a little bit more about that. Let's say, like, of course, Sliding Dash has a level up system. That's cool, right? You can meld it with certain other items, other commands, and then from there, you'll be able to do a fire dash or a fire, I don't know, whatever, right? Cartwheel for Aqua. You got your dodge roll, Ventus style, right? It's cool. So it's really interesting how the game gives you so much more creative freedom and just accessibility for new ways to do, I would say, damage, but traversal too. It's not flashy really, but it's really cool. It's something that I've never really expected from Kingdom Hearts, coming off of like 1, 2, whatever the other one stays, right? Like, if you're following this as release date, it is a huge step. I'm not gonna lie, a huge step when it comes to like creativity. Yeah, so it's cool. Let's talk about these new commands that I kind of like tiptoed around. For magic commands, oh, dude, listen, there's so many magic commands in this game. Ignite, I mentioned before, can't show, but listen, it's a real thing. Poison is a real thing. I'm pretty sure I have like Ventus footage out there. Who knows? But like, they add so many new things. I love this one. It's the Mind Square, or whatever it is, like the Mind Shield. You set these things. It's in the Aqua D-Link. You get to like set up these mines, and then like enemies walk towards you, right? Because they're always gonna attack you. So they walk in the mines. Kaboom, done, dunzo. Get out of here. Never seeing you again, right? So it's cool. That's nice and all. Magic is busted in this game. I did mention a few times that there's some like action commands, attacking ones, that are like, whoa, now that's cool. So like for Terra has his like own little specific unique action command, really strong. I won't tell you what it is, but you find it in Peter Pan World. Wow. Anyways, but yeah, there's so many action commands. Thunder Surge, you probably seen something like that, maybe, probably not, but like it's really strong. It's like one of the best action commands. Helps a lot for like future bosses. Really cool. So I want to say this real quick. There's that element where you can fuse magic, like thunder specifically for Thunder Surge. You can fuse thunder and this, I don't know, we'll say like Fire Strike for an example, because I think you actually use Fire Strike. I don't have any of that to show, but like you have Fire Strike and you have thunder, you fuse it together and like boom, Thunder Surge, crazy, OP. Nice, right? Okay, that's cool. We got the items. Items are here. I mentioned before how the ether, refills your shock gauge or your focus gauge, your shock lock stuff, brother, right? Potions do the same thing. Who cares about the Panacea, whatever you call it? Who cares, right? We hate that. All right, shock locks. What can you say? They're really good. They're really busted. You lock on, like I showed you before, and you got the little pew 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 pew, right? Shot locks here can be swapped out. They have their own level up system as well. So the more you level up, the more you can pew 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 and do more damage. You can swap them out. I'm pretty sure I have Aqua going from Bumble Beam to Thunder Beam looking beam, right? Cool, right? Who cares? Anyways, that's cool and all. That's like everything. That is the command deck. As much as I want to talk about commands, I don't anymore. I'm done. We're going straight to melding, baby. Woo! Melding. So what is melding all about? Oh. So melding is really crazy. Introduced in this game, you have this system where you can create new commands, whether it be action or battle. Okay, battle commands, you're probably going to make them more often. Sometimes, like I said, the exception would be a new slide, a new block, whatever. But you're mostly going to get some battle commands here. So, for the most part, you are going to want to level up these commands. These commands could be tied to certain abilities, right? Example would be the Quick Blitz with Scan and the Sliding Dash with EXP0. That's perfect, right? We have those. Those are abilities. Why the hell are abilities there? About to show you. So, we got the bottom thing. Whatever the bottom thing is, this thing where you put an item for your melding, right? Item right here. So cool. So listen. We're going to use the Soothing Crystal, right? Boom, Smoothing Crystal. Bam, bam, boom. We're going to put these other two Quick Blitz, Slide and Dash, Soothing, boom, bam. And then we make Strike Rate. Now, Strike Rate is at level 1. All right, cool. Who knows what about that? I don't know anything about that. I do. So, you level up your battle command, right? You get it up to, I believe, level 3. That's when you get the ability, okay? So, how it works here, pretty much, you have the command you meld, which is going to be Strike Rate, with the item boost ability attached. How you get item boost permanently is by reaching level 3 for strike rate, okay? That's how you do it. You technically haven't now, but if you go look in like your ability menu or whatever, who cares really about this shit? But it's like E, equipped. It's not there forever, it's just currently equipped, so you have it. That's cool, I guess, right? Not that anyone really cares though, like, come on. Let's just get going. I know, I talk too much. Anyways, so you got your item boost. That's cool. The item in the bottom where you put your synthesis like material at can change what ability you get. It's a really cool system. I actually enjoy this a lot. It's different from getting abilities through a level up. This is more of like your own progression and sees whether or not you are putting in the effort fighting enemies. It's really cool. As I stated, it's a synthesis item. You put it in there to make something new. The Moogle shop, ooh. Yeah, he got robbed. So we are the synthesis shop now. Moog, my boy Moogle, he's just, you know, your normal item place. You buy items here and there. The only way to actually get new battle commands or whatever items you really want is to fuse them. So like if you want to get Fire, I think you do have to wait until a certain portion in the game, find it in a chest, I think, or something like that, right? I really don't remember how it works, but I do know if you fuse a command, let's say Blizzard, right? Got the homie Blizzard here. I could just pick it up in the shop, fuse the two, get Blizzara, boom, it's in the shop now, get another Blizzara, go for Blizzaga. Early game is pretty easy if you just know what you're doing. So honestly, it's really friendly on how this melding system works. It's so straightforward. If you know, like, if you just read the description, what the synthesis item says, you figure out, like, how to build this. You can get, like, Blizzard Boost on, like, one of your magic spells, and it's really strong. Like, there's Magic Haste, like I mentioned before, with Attack Haste. The ability system goes so far, and it's really cool. There's just a lot to, like, work towards, because you can get busted. Again, this game lets you get really busted fairly quickly. It's just all in the hands of yourself. Like, just go find it, go explore, right? Cool. Anyways, so let's talk about the abilities real quick. Actually, why do we talk about abilities when I told you so much? How you get them, what they do, how you feel. I told you beforehand. I don't even know if I told you beforehand really, but like combo extensions all tied to the abilities. You can get all of them through fusing. So that's it for abilities. Oh damn, we're done with abilities. Who would have thought? All right, let's talk about D-Links. So what do I gotta say about D-Links? I think I kind of like covered it. I think I mentioned beforehand how D-Links are pretty much the dimensional link between you and your friends. Wow, their hearts are connected. But anyways, you swap, you got the certain passive abilities that come tied with your D-Link, and you get the move set, certain like little cool thingies, new finishers. Oh, let's talk about finishers. Forget D-Links, straight to finish commands. Wow. So the finish command, I said before, I think maybe, I don't know, there is a level up system to it. Okay, I'm gonna be real with you. I really don't know how this works. I haven't looked it up. I can't really care that much. I kind of just like sticking to my regular finisher, and I mean, like, if I get the other ones, it's cool. But they have a little level up system here, depending on how many, I'm gonna assume how many eliminations you get, how many unversed you kill, you get like a certain like experience point, right? I don't know. Or maybe how many finishers you do. Can't tell you. Anyways, yeah. You just level it up, you get new finish commands. That's cool, right? That's so cool. Who would have thought you can have a different finisher? Not me. We're done with this. Let's continue forward. So, we're gonna skip over stats, right? Oh, I forgot. We got the items, straight up items you can equip and equip new Keyblades. Like, that's not important. You get new Keyblades at the end of the world. you know, normal Kingdom Hearts stuff. You just put it on, whatever you want. It's cool. You get the new Keyblades. They look alright, I guess. Like, towards the end of the game, they're awesome. They're so cool. That's worth. Anyways, we already talked about stats. You know how it'd be. You know how. Oh wait, look at that. That's his command styles. So I mentioned command styles a little bit. I'm pretty sure. I keep saying that. You know how many times I'm pretty sure, but I really don't remember. Anyways, command styles are really cool. They are an added addition to combat, depending on what commands you use, right? You know, you use Quick Blitz for Terra specifically, go to Critical Impact, you do bam 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 boom, right? That's cool. So that little meter above your commands, that's why are there so many meters, man? You fill it up with a certain battle command, right? And it meets this criteria where you keep doing more damage. You get to do this transformation move. And then you switch styles. You switch into this very hard hitting, very fast, if you're a different character, Ventus, maybe. Or this very, what is it, flowy for Aqua. She's kind of like, woo, right? You'll see. Don't worry about it. But yeah. Terra's like, Macho Man, I'm gonna hit you hard. Boom! Get the belt. Whoosh, whoosh, ah! Right? Cool. Love it. So, yeah. There's not really much else to say. I'm gonna really skip over the other like the journal. Who cares about the journal? Man, who cares about like reports? That's not even a journal, it's just called reports. Ooh, command board. We'll talk about that later. I don't want to talk about the command board. The config, game help, nah, who cares? Let's just get straight into this. Let's talk about Terra and his entire little like segment. I want to get involved with these characters a little bit. It's gonna be a little bit more different. I'm gonna probably fuse my like thoughts with like the world design here and talk about each one of them with their own specific character. So let's jump into it. Let's talk about what's going on. So Terra here, you know, he dropped by the Enchanted Dominion. Whoa, beautiful place. Look, there's square trees. What the fuck is wrong with that? Who put square trees in here? Anyways, boom, Enchanted Dominion, title card. Look at that castle. That castle's cool. Whatever. Alright, so Terra here, homie, he's like stepping up, trying to kill the Unversed because he's like, oh no, they're bad, they're darkness. Ugh. Right? Because the Master Eraqus is like, stop it, brother. Meet up with Maleficent. Whoa. I know who that is. You should know who that is, but he doesn't. So, Maleficent's kind of giving the down low, like everyone's sleeping. I don't know why you're awake. You don't look familiar. Maybe you should do something for me. Terra's like, I don't know who you are. Should I trust you? And she's like, let me be a little sly. This guy's asking too many questions about a certain individual. Maybe I can get something out of this. And then she tells him, hey, why don't you head to the castle? Maybe you'll find some answer there, with her mischievous smile. Whoa. So Terra's like, all right, cool. I gotta go find this guy, Master Zayner, and she's like, suspicious. Go. And he's like, okay. Bop, 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 bop. He runs. Normal, you know, you do your Kingdom Hearts style, you fight a few enemies, you're in the castle. You know how it be, you know how to do, look around, pick up a few items, scrap a little bit, and then we're just gonna keep going to the room. What's in this room? I don't know. Oh, it's a woman. It's a woman sleeping. That's suspicious. Who, wait.
This feels so familiar.
Kind of looks familiar. She kind of looks like really important. Well, whatever. Terra here is having an existential. Whoa. Terra here is kind of going crazy. He's having an existential. Oh my god, I can't say that word. What the fuck is wrong with me? Anyways, he's just going like a little like, this is familiar. Why is this so familiar? What's going on? And then Maleficent's like, yo, you just let me inside the castle, bro. What the fuck? That's so easy. Can you grab her heart for me? She's, you know, she got this like pure heart thing, and I need it to, you know, rule the worlds. Come on, be a champ. And he's like, whoa, Whoa. How do you know about that? Who are you? You gotta stop. What do you know about the Keyblade? The Keyblade? What the heck is a... No, you gotta stop. And then she's like, alright, I'm gonna use my, bibbidi bobbidi boom, right? She's gonna, like, mess with his head. And he goes, ooh, what's going on? And he has, like, this internal talk with Master Ericus. He's like, the darkness must be repelled. And Terra's like, what are you doing?
And I can awaken what's inside you. Then you will be free to be who you truly are.
Remember, the darkness lurks in every heart. Darkness is our foe. Would that we could be rid of it. You must destroy it.
Yeah, he kind of loses here. Yeah, Terry gets controlled. Wow, why did he do that? What's wrong with him? Doesn't matter, okay? All you gotta know is that this guy, he loses big time, takes the heart, and then she's like, Maleficent that is like, yo, listen, thanks, you're a homie. Never forget, you got my number. We should actually, hold up, you got my number now, right? So, how about we go grab the rest of the princesses of heart, you know, the light bitches, and let's go grab some hearts. We should just take over the world, you and me, together. Proposition? What do you think? Oh, okay. So, you're stupid. Because, you know, Terra's like, no. Right? Which is crazy. I don't know how this guy lost, bro. He literally, he's like, how could I do this? It's crazy. Anyways. That, yada yada. That happens. Terra is like, oh, what's going on? There's something crazy going in the castle. I gotta go do something. And then runs. By the way, dealing with Maleficent. It's a little suspicious if you ask me. Anyways, I'm gonna grab some chests, yada yada. We're gonna keep going, and we're gonna do this thingy thingamabob. You know, we gotta level up Aqua. We got the eye magic deflector. What does that even mean? I know what that means. I'm just being crazy. Anyways, we go meld some things here and there. You know, classic style. We got zero gravity. ×2. When did I get that? I forgot. Oh, whoa, who's this fella? Yo, what is this theme? Damn. Oh, you hear that? What is going on? Alright, I'll talk about music later. I really shouldn't right now, but like, this is a good fight. I like this fight. I don't know why I use zero gravity. What is, how do you, I don't want to say that. Maybe I should say that. No, it's fine. I'm illiterate. You guys already know that. But I got like dyslexia too. Anyways. Against this like Fortuna looking fella. Pretty easy. It's a good fight. You can get super broken here. Oh, yo, look, critical impact. That's crazy, right? Anyways. We'll wrap it up. Terra's like beginning portion story done. We're really done with that. All right. So far, I'm not gonna lie to you. I really didn't talk much about the world here, but that's okay. You know why? Because it's literally just a castle, a bunch of trees, a bridge, 3 rooms, and that's it. What else can you say? I mean, it looks good, but it doesn't look great. I don't know. Oh, look at this. This is crazy. He literally says it's his fault and doesn't go to fix it. He says he's too weak and now I gotta leave. So stupid. Like, what?
Once I learn to stand up against the darkness.
Once I learn how to stand up against the dark. Shut up! Get out of here! Ugh. I don't know. Anyways, kind of done with this. Enchanted Dominion, honestly, probably has a really good battle theme, and then just like, actually, no, I really do like the battle theme for Enchanted Dominion. We'll talk a little bit more about that. You and me, okay? But anyways, I do like the overworld theme. It's very somber, very nice. I do enjoy the sad. Yes, the sad. Anyways, now it's on to Vengeance. Wah, wah, wah. Is that a long enough cut to Ventus? I hope. It's him. It's the boy, Ventus. And where is he? Woodland, right? He's in Woodlands. So, Dorfwind Woodlands. It's just a Dorf Woodlands. The fuck is wrong with me? Dorf Woodlands, right? So, this is where Ventus starts off. Let's do a little, deep dive in Ventus. So, I'm gonna be real with you. It's kind of hard to talk about these characters separately because, again, they kind of share a lot of the same qualities when it comes to like the menu, doing everything, melding, all that. They do differ with shock locks. Ventus has different shot locks. You can learn different shot locks. There's not a lot of repeating shot locks between them. Some of them do share, specifically Terra and Aqua, but for Ventus, he mostly has some of the more unique ones, I feel like. Out of the entire series, actually, yeah, he has probably the most unique. But let's talk about Terra D-Link. What the heck is Overdrive? So Terra's D-Link is probably like one of the worst. I think I said that beforehand, but he mostly focuses on physical battle commands, and that's not too good, to be honest. He doesn't have a lot of coverage when it comes to fighting other bursts, so he does have a lot of sliding, quick blitz. He got the Stone Age. He
killed me with the stone.
All right, sorry, but yeah, Overdrive. What the hell is Overdrive? I don't even know what that is. Maybe we should do a little search on that. Let's, that's what the fuck is Overdrive. In Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, Overdrive is an ability that doubles the damage the user deals when their HP is 25% of its maximum or less. Alright, that's kind of like bad. I'm not gonna lie to you, Chief. That's kind of bad. So Overdrive is a terrible ability. I don't know why you would ever want to use Terra's D-Link. I'm gonna be real. Maybe if you want to like restore your HP, that's cool, I guess. But for the most part, that is garbage doo-doo butter. Never want to touch that. But I'm only there to level it up. I mean, yeah, no, his like final tier finisher is kind of bad too. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think Terra's D-Link is like really bad. You never want to be below 25% HP. You kind of like get hurt bad, and the power increase, it's not that worth it, especially like towards end game. Like Aqua's like overshadowed so hard, even anyone else, because you get multiple D-Links throughout the game. Of course, you saw like with the Maleficent. So Terra D-Link, terrible. Who cares? Let me talk a little bit about the uniqueness when it comes to Ventus. So, like I'm pretty sure I said it before when I talked about the dodges and all that. Ventus has dodge roll, which has more iframes, than Terra. So he just has better survivability than Terra. His combos are a lot quicker. His stats. Talk about middling stats, brother. This guy, he has 6, 5 at level 2. That's like okay, I guess. It's Aqua is like the mage, like I mentioned before, so she's gonna have more magic than attack. So it's pretty obvious what they all have. I mentioned before, they all have different like starting. They all have different command styles. For Ventus here, he has Fever Pitch, which is pretty cool. I like it. You go faster. It's like having Ventus D-Link, but for free, because you just do like what, Quick Blitz? Why Quick Blitz again? What the fuck? Okay, Quick Blitz. We love Quick Blitz. So yeah, let's get into what Ventus is doing here. So, coming off like, Ventus leaving the land of departure, he kind of comes across the 7 dwarfs. He's like, oh damn, look at these fellas. I gotta talk to them. Talks to them. They all think he's a diamond thief. He does the, okay, I believe you thing, right? And then he goes after them. I'm gonna be probably grinding off these little guys, normal stuff. But let's get into it. So, yeah, he catches them all. He's like, yo, listen, I'm just looking for this guy who sounds tall. Who is tall. And, he got, like, pants and shit. Like, he got really cool, like, pants. I want those pants so bad. Those pants are cool. Anyways, so he got those pants, and they're like, you gotta get out. I don't know who you are. Maybe if you go to the forest, past that, literate like me, damn. You know, you can find people. And just like, alright, thanks, I'm out. And then he goes to the forest, finds the house that those fellas were at. You know, the house where the little fellas guys. Surprisingly, this guy, Ventus, he hears a scream. I don't care. I'm grabbing items. Look, I found poison. Hey, poison. That's cool. So I find poison. I put that on, I think. I don't remember. Who cares? So we're going out. We find... Whoa. It's a Snow White. So we find Snow White. And Snow White's like, I'm scared. I'm kind of homeless. I need a way out of the forest. And Ventus like, I got you. I know this house. It's not mine, by the way, but I know this house. You can stay there. Again, not mine, by the way, but you can stay there. Free. Come on, let's go. And then you do this, like, mini game that I don't lose because, you know, I got the gamer skills or something. I don't know. What do I tell you? What? How did I lose this? How did I lose this? That's what's like crazy to me. I lost that. Anyways, let's get past that. It's not too important, right? So yeah, you bring her in. The Seven Dwarfs cutscene happens. You know, movie business, whatnot. They find Snow White, and they're like, "Oh my God, it's a woman!" And then like they love her, and they're like, "Yo, who's this guy here? Look at this child. Look at this weird haircut, weird clothes, weird shoes, weird face. Look at what's that thing on his shoulder? What the hell?" And they tell him to get out of here. And then no Terra Barra nonsense. Snow's like, I got scared. I saw this man with this weird sword. It looked like a key, but like it was a sword. And they're like, oh, it must be your friend. Your friend's a villain. Look at his face. He got a weird face and weird hair and weird pants. And Ventus like, no, not my friend, no. And then he runs off. And then, you know, he fights the tree. You know, the tree with the bomb-ass boss theme. Oh, damn. Oh, I love this one. This one goes hard. Hold up. Oh. I think my like video and audio when I like recorded this is all fucked up. I think it's only for like the Ventus and like Aqua portions. Alright, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. But like, this place is... I love this soundtrack. Damn. So I know I like skipped over the world design again. It's just kind of hard to talk about the world when it's like from the PSP. But, the woods. I'm gonna call it the woods. The Lost Woods here. Honestly, you don't get the full picture. I'm not doing the world justice, really, giving you like a portion of a character's perspective. So honestly, I have no issue with this place at all. I think the portion that Ventus does is probably like the only thing I don't like. He kind of covers the mines, Rockside, the house, and then the deep dark forest. I guess everyone else's exploration throughout this world, everyone else's like perspective when it comes to this world is so much better. Terra's perspective is so much better. You get to see the world. Towards the end of this cutscene here, you get to see like, I don't know. I kind of like this flower garden. It's not even a garden. This flower portion with these small hills and the funny looking bridge with water going over it. I think it's cool. You get to see the castle. The castle interior is a lot bigger, longer, I think, than the Enchanted Dominion. But to be fair, the Enchanted Dominion does have another castle you can visit. I don't like that one that much, I'm gonna be real with you. But again, I'm not really planning on showing too much, just each character's first visit to their world and what they do. So there's a lot more to explore when it comes to each one of these worlds. Again, I'm not doing too much justice to these worlds, although, you know, I'm not doing justice at all. I haven't talked about them. Fuck. Someone else can do this better, for sure. I do enjoy this world. I think it's cool. The battle theme, it's like, The boss theme for this one, though. Oh, that goes hard. That one, can't wait to tell you about that one. That one. Actually, you know what? No, I'm actually gonna talk about. I'm gonna put like. Oh, okay. We're talking about it now. We're gonna skip. We're gonna talk about this right now. This entire. We're gonna go back. Look at this battle theme. All right, this battle theme goes hard. I can't tell you, like, Kingdom Hearts music is so raw, bro. It goes so hard. It's so good. The violin goes so hard. The build-up is there. It's so, like, enticing. Like, you just want to be there and, like, listen. Oh, my God. There's this other one. I can't really show you it. I don't want to show you it because it's something you should experience yourself. But when you're doing the Terra storyline and then you go to Castle of Dreams, which we'll get to next with Aqua, but, oh, my God. His boss battle theme, when he goes to that world and fights the boss there, it is so good. It's so clean. Like this game's music is really good, surprisingly. Like, I have so many favorites coming from this one game, and there's so many like other worlds out there that are better too, except for like Disney Town. Fuck that one. I hate Disney Town. Disney Town sucks. But each one of the world's themes fits its world really well. I mentioned Peter Pan. There's a Peter Pan world. Okay, the music there sounds awesome. It's really good. The normal ass like overworld theme, the battle theme. Like, this game has so much like suave. All right, like I like it. I like it a lot actually. It's really good. But I'll talk about the music a little bit more. I kind of just said a lot already, so you know this is all a mess when I'm skipping around. It should tell you, though, that this game is good. This game has a lot to offer when it comes to, like, story. Maybe not so much with gameplay, with how much repetitiveness and lack of, you know, one-to-one combat. It's more you and this triangle button, really. And, of course, a little few. Let's get into Aqua. Aqua story. Oh. Anyways, Castle of Dreams, baby. What's going on? Alright, so a little rundown about Aqua. I mentioned that Aqua has 2 shot locks that you can get. The starting one is Bubble Beam, but the next one you can find literally here in Castle of Dreams. It's Thunder Shock, I believe. I don't really know. Doesn't matter. It's up to you. But yeah. So let's real quick before we get into a little bit more about Aqua, I want to talk about what's going on in the first like couple minutes of you arriving to the world. Aqua meets up with Terra. This is another portion where 2 characters, or 2 or more, meet. They have a little dialogue exchange. So if you're playing as Terra, you see Aqua. Timeline-wise, it's nice. It's nice to see that it is all connected and that each character is going to the different worlds and seeing what other characters have left behind. So you notice how Terra is coming here. He's pretty much done. He fought the boss with good ass music, comes to talk to Aqua and tell her, yo, there's this woman here. Her name is Cinderella. She showed me the light. She showed me that there's so much more power out there than the darkness. Something like that, right? Who cares? But he's dipping, and Aqua's like, damn, this guy's changing. Terra's out, Aqua's in. Let's get to it. We're investigating. We're gonna do some extra stuff. Even though Terra kind of finished up here saying that there was no report of Master Xehanort or any of that, Aqua still has to do some reconnaissance. She's gonna look around, talk to a few individuals here and there, and figure out what's going on. So, let's break down what Aqua does. I have some time before the next portion. Aqua. Girl is broken. Honestly, once you or in the other game, she's so weak. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, most of my ground air combos, anything that uses her Keyblade is so weak. I cannot express how pitiful her damage is. It is so bad. It makes up for it with her magic, and of course later down the line when you level up, get new commands, she's broken. Aqua here, being our mage, carries a lot of elemental magic when it comes to her. Her kit is specifically built to use magic, so you're going to press a lot of triangle. Wow, that's crazy. But Aqua, she has the command style Spellweaver, which has become pretty iconic. No one else really has a style that carries over to future games. I'm going to spoil that, so there you go. Spellweaver is pretty good, but I think Aqua also gets hands down. I feel like the fellas back in Square Enix knew what they were cooking with Aqua, because they gave her a lot of supporting, I would say, abilities. She gets the most extended content out of the three. You'll see what I mean by that if you play the game. I think she's a really well-written character in that, damn, it's sad what happens to all these fellas, but it's like tragic what happens to her. Although her ending might be disappointing, or I guess in better terms, just upsetting. I mentioned before that she is the first playable female protagonist in the Kingdom Hearts series. Honestly, I'm not doing too much justice talking about her compared to the others. Although, like I mentioned before, everyone is like different in their own right, stat-wise. You know, Terra being more physical, Ventus being more nimble and fast with his combos, Aqua, of course, just having that awesome magic stat. Her as a character, she kind of takes on the mantle, the responsibility to say, of watching over the others. As deemed master from the beginning of the game, after that funny prologue, it's kind of a lot of pressure if you look at it from the outside. Aqua, she's just considered to be someone who has to carry all the weight. And throughout the game, honestly, like, you see how everyone is like taking a toll on the sudden realization that so-and-so is doing such and such, right? Can't say too much because I don't want to spoil it, but like, everyone goes through their process, everyone has their like reflection period, and then goes to like the final world to conclude everything. Aqua, really, I think for her, it kind of hits the hardest, because even though towards the end of the game, certain events happen where she can't protect her friends, and just playing as her, you get to just, you know, see her development as a character, see what she feels, what she's thinking, how she also changes. From my understanding, my point of view, of course, everyone else has a different point of view about Aqua. Some may not find her favorable, find her dull, but my opinion, she's a pretty strong character. Her story is probably, I think, out of the three of them, probably my second. I'm probably gonna have to put like Terra on top. Actually, I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. All three of them are really good, but Aqua's story is pretty decent, fleshed out. Like I said, it has a lot more content to give, you know, a perspective to the entire story and continue forward. To wrap up Aqua, let's just say she's the GOAT. All right, that's it. She got the funny hair. She got the cool, flowy straps on her side. I don't know, man. She got cool shoes too. Also, her run animation, I don't know. There's something about it. Cartwheel's cool. I like Cartwheel. Cartwheel's a good dodge. But yeah, that's Aqua. I got nothing else to say. What do you want me to tell you? She can double jump. That's a spoiler. Ooh. Let's get into what's going on here. Aqua pulls up, talks to what's his name? The prince, and then the three. They're not sisters. It's like the stepmom and then two sisters of Cinderella. They walk by, and then Aqua feels the darkness, the presence. Wah 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 wah. Right. So Aqua's like, all right, who are those ladies? Talking to the what's his name? The guy with the mustache, Mustacho, right? Gustav, I miss you. Anyways, we talk to this guy. She's like, yo, who are those fellas right there? I don't think they look a little weird. And the guy's like, she lives like down the street or something. You can go visit her. And Aqua's like, I'm gonna go pay them a visit. I'm gonna go pay them a visit. They owe me money. So, Aqua, you know, skippity scoppity, boopity boppity. I'm struggling against these enemies because I hit like a wet noodle. Spellweaver go crazy though. Wah, 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 wah. It does nothing. Look at that. does nothing. It really doesn't do much. But yeah, as I'm struggling and probably die once or twice throughout a fight. Oh my god, actually, hold up. Terra D-Link? Oh, that is, oh my god, that is tragic to me. Listen, don't level up Terra D-Link at all when it comes to Aqua unless you're like high enough level, because you do nothing. Look at this. Look at that. What? I only have attack commands. I'm not doing so much against this like large body. What's this guy's name? I don't even care, because he's done. I'm done with this. It's crazy how like little she does compared to those guys. All right, I'm pretty sure like, oh my god, I died here at some point. It was so like, oh, look at this. Look at this. I'm like doing stuff. I get hit by the fire guy. I'm like, oh no. I'm gonna hit him with the zero gravity. I'm panicking right here. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, all right, hold on. I could take this one guy, right? You know, I have him flipped over, spinning crazy style. He's confused, and then he hits me as I was finishing my fucking combo. I get stopped though, and I lose it. I lose the little star bit for Terra. Now I gotta do it all over again. I can't. All right. Aqua, she's great and all, but like, damn, she hits so weak. Sorry, that was a little rant for no reason. It literally does not matter. There's no point for me to doing this. I'm really sorry. Homegirl, she goes through this forest place, looking place after the courtyard, right? And then she goes to the chateau, right? The home of the lady. Ugh. I did a lot of grinding here, I'm not gonna lie to you, Chief. I had to. I was so weak. I needed new magic and all that. Anyways, so I pull up, Aqua style. What's his name? Senor Mustacho. He's talking to the stepmother and the two stepsisters. They're trying on the slipper. Cinderella lore. I know you're getting it right here. Aqua just pulls up. She pulls up with the Keyblade. She's like, she doesn't even say anything, I think, right? Or does she say there's like darkness here? I don't even know. But she pulls up with the Keyblade ready. Front door. She's gonna kill them. She's straight up walking in there with murderous intent. And then, oh, what, this lady had to come here and say, wait, don't do it. It's dangerous to fight the darkness with light. Shut up. Look at me. Look at me. I'm level 3. Level 3. I think I can do it. But Aqua's like, who are you? And then she's like, I'm Cinderella's fairy godmother. You don't know who I am? Like, dude, what? Aqua's like, yo, why are you telling me not to fight these guys? Why are you saying this? And she's like, listen, if there's light, there's always dark. You know, sometimes if you cast the biggest light, there is always going to be the biggest shadow. And then gets into this metaphor how like the family, this two stepsister, stepmother are like shadows for Cinderella and darkness, and right, it's jealousy. Okay, who cares? We're not about that. We're here for Aqua to pull up, strapped up with Keyblade in hand, ready to doof, right? That's all I care about. But the fairy godmother's like, nah, listen. We got the homie, Jacques Uzweek. How do you say that? It's J-Q. He's super cool. Look at this little, right? He got this, like, accent. I love his accent. He's like, mon ami, como estao, right? I don't even know what I said. That's crazy. But yeah, she's like, listen, you gotta go help this guy. We gotta go help Jacques. And she's like, bippity boppity, now you small. I mean, that didn't rhyme. Let me do that one more time. Bippity boppity. Now you I can't do it. Now you Somali? Now you Somalian? What? Alright. Whatever. We talk to the lady. We get shot up in there. We're in here. We talk to Jacques. Whatever. Right? We talk to him. He's like, yo, you got that one of those? You got that thing on you. You got that, whoa. You got that. What is, whoa. Right? I know someone, yeah, Ventus. And it's like, Aqua's like, what, Ventus? You know who that is? He's like, yeah, we're like, you know, we're like friends, you know? You know what I'm saying? We're like friends. And then Aqua's like, got it. Now we're friends. All right, me and you, I got you. Because the Unversed were like, wow. But look at this guy, though. In the beginning, like, when you see him, He's like so angry. He's like pissed. He got the key. He's holding the key. He's going in there. He's like, I'm going. He ignores Aqua too, by the way. He's like, oh, who are you? I don't know you. I'm gotta go stop Cinderella's, stepmom locked her away. I gotta go save her. It's really cool. I really like Jack here. He's the homie. But yeah, let me talk. Let me say. So the Unverse are like coming here and they're like stopping, so you get to do this like protecting thing. You gotta protect Jacques from the Unverse. I made sure I was prepared. I was so pissed after dying, after losing so much progress and wasting so much time like fighting. Oh my god, there are these bunny Unverse. I think I died to them too. I'm not gonna tell you why or how that happened, but it happened. All right, it really did. Anyways, you fight them. You fight these guys. There's no bunny Unversed here, happily. But you got these fellas here. You hit them with the Spell Weaver. Ooh, classic finish done. Sweep. Awesome. I love it. We do the funny, we come in, we break and entering, we fall on our foot. We're like, yo, can I try the shoe? And they're like, yo, who is this lady? What is she doing here? She's not my home. She's breaking in and entering. And you're like, I should try this shoe though, because I'm lady. I have woman feet. I'm ready. Let me put it on. I'm not weird, okay? But there's some weird people out there who I'm pretty sure wanted her to take her shoe off. Why did I mention it? Anyways, so Cinderella comes down the stairs and she's like, yeah, let me try it. And then she puts on the slipper. It's a perfect fit and all that stuff. Aqua's like, that sounds so great and everything. Walks off, and then we hear a scream. It's Mr. Monsieur with the mustache comes up. He's like, yo, they got attacked. And then you run here, and then you see, what's her name, Cinderella, on the floor, and you see this pumpkin carriage. You're like, yo, what is that? Who made that? And it's the negative emotions from the family there. And then what's crazy is that Aqua, protects Cinderella here with the bombs and all that stuff. They're laughing and all that. They go, wah, 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 wah. This is what happens. They go against my wishes, and then boom, they die. They literally just die. They got consumed by darkness. Oh, crazy. Aqua didn't have to do shit. She was gonna kill them, but the Unverse got it, Anyways, we take out pumpkin carriage looking carriage thing here from the movie Cinderella. I don't know when that came out, but I'm gonna say like late. No, I'm gonna say before 2000. Alright, that's all I know. Anyways, boss fight. It's alright, you know how it be. Music here? The boss theme is like, it's like okay. It's not really that like good. It shows like, this is a very like, how do I explain? It's, I don't want to play it. Well, okay, actually, I'll play a little bit. It's like, right? You know how it be. It's just to set up like, oh, this is so tense. Oh, this is supposed to be so tense, And it's like, alright, it's not hype like the other two. Those were bangers. I'm not gonna lie to you. Those were bangers. But this one's like, okay, it's alright. It's cool. We wrap it up, beat the pumpkin. Yeah, that's how it is. That's the end. That is completely it. Okay? I didn't talk about Castle of Dreams. Bro, what is wrong with me? Anyways, Castle of Dreams. Let's get to it. So, the ballroom, the castle itself. There's been 3 castles. Each world had a castle. Dude, what is up with this? Why are there so many castles? Disney movie moment, okay? Disney movie moment. So, this castle here, it's like Enchanted Dominion Castle. It's pretty small. There is a side room that is not shown in Aqua Story, at least. Terra Story has that room. Pretty cool. Fleshes out the cast a little bit more. It's nothing too major. Unfortunately, Terra and Aqua don't get like the grander aspect of Castle of Dreams. I would say the same for Ventus. Each one of them have their own specific portions. Aqua is the only one who kind of gets the mixture of two, even though her portion when she was helping Jack was very, very small. It was still that blend of the two worlds that the others have. So Ventus is tiny. He stays tiny and he's inside the chateau house, okay? He's in that house and does all that jazz as a little mouse boy. Terra, he gets the open aspect, everything out in the open and all that stuff. Aqua kind of gets both of them, more the open field aspect. Castle of Dreams, it's alright. There's a lot more, I guess, detail, in with air quotes at least, because it's just like a house. You go in some cracks here and there. It's designed well. There's like bouncy webs, springs. There's cool stuff there. I feel like that's a lot more involved than the outside portion that Terra and Aqua get. You get a few like open areas, a castle. That's it. It's not a lot to go off of that. So. Oh, you see what I mean here? Look at this. Look at this. Real quick, Aqua, at the end of the world, okay? I have 6 strength and 10 magic. It's so bad for Aqua. I had to be, what is it, like 3 times the level for Ventus, maybe 2 times for Terra. She struggles a lot, again, early on, but makes up for it later on. For the most part, that is pretty much it for the characters and their like beginning portions. They're the worlds that we have opened up to us that I would like to discuss about without, of course, spoiling anything. There is one more world though. One more world that I didn't mention at all, but would like to. This is also going to tie in with that command board thing. I don't know if you remember that. I do. Here we go. This is it. This is going to be the last portion of world talking and whatever content left that this game has without spoiling the story. The Mirage Arena. Oh. Okay. So the Mirage Arena, it's you know, you come in, this is like for the PSP, okay? Let me give you a little rundown of history. So this game, of course, originally came out for the PSP way back in like 2010, right? That's like the earliest I can remember. I forgot already, okay? It's been a long time. Anyways, so you get to choose what color you want to make your armor. You know, you get this simple RGB. Oh, RGB. Wow, look at that. That's lights. That's the lights in the computer. Whoa, it's shining. Anyways, you just change the color to whatever you want. Doesn't matter. It's just for the aspect of having something customizable regarding your armor. The only reason why you would do that is because this is technically where you would have online play. You would have another fella, friend, or randoms, because I'm pretty sure it was like over internet too. I don't know if, did the PSP have like local connection? Was it like the DS? I can't remember for the life of me. It's been a long time, but you would connect with other players. You would play mini games in air quotes. Some of them are not mini games. Let's talk about this metal shop real quick and then get into the meat and bones of Mirage Arena. So the homie Moogle here, you talk to him, you open up the metal shop, you can get certain items, abilities. Let me stop myself before I talk too much. So we got attack commands, magic commands, and then items that you can pick up too. You also have this new little thing called friendship commands. All right, that's what I'm gonna call them because they have a little friendship thing up there when you slide over. So you have these little friendship commands that you can equip. Group heal. Surprisingly, cure in this game only focuses you, which makes sense because it's just one player that you're playing as throughout the entirety of the game. But yeah, you have group cure here. You'd be able to use it on whoever in that lobby. I never had the experience to play Birth by Sleep online. There's some footage out there that you can probably find people playing this game online, but there are other commands that are tied to friendship. Some of them have specific effects. All are different. They can tie into how much XP you gain, how much prize you can get from defeating an enemy. So like money, HP orbs, pretty sure stuff like that. I don't know too much. I do know that victory pose is the one that gives you more XP after you use it. So say if you finish an enemy and do a victory pose, the XP you gain is, I think it's multiplied by 3, multiplied by 2, some number that you can probably find. But there are stuff like that in here. You get movement options as well later down when you complete the story. You can also get defense commands, that being like items and all that stuff. There is also the action commands. You can get aerial recovery here. Look, see, I talked about that. That's crazy. So yeah, you can get shot locks as well. There's a lot of options that you can get. You come up to this like little board thing, and then we have the option to do 3 things. Whew. Let me tell you, 2 of these options are doo-doo butter. Oh my god. I feel bad for the people who want to like 100% this game, because I'm pretty sure you're gonna have to do all of the, well, the last 2. So we got arena mode, command board, and rumbling race. We're never gonna talk about rumbling race, but we are gonna talk about the command board and of course arena mode. All right, let's start it. We are gonna start with the command board. Okay. I really don't like the command board, but I also do think that it's a nice, accessible way to gain new commands as well as level up commands. You play this janky Monopoly game, all right? You roll a dice. I made the mistake to roll for initiative. Worst mistake ever. I lost a lot of time. But you roll, you know, go around this board using, you get to use your own commands for hands. Hands here, you get to combine certain command, use a command. They're in the shape of a card. Each one of them have their own specific thing if they're tied to an attack command or a magic command. And then there's also like movement, ability, command, well, not ability commands, but like movement and action commands. They're all like different, so you could combine them. You can use them like separately. They all do their own thing. I'm not gonna get too deep into it. It's like 2 dice, 3 dice, like come on, it's Monopoly but weird. But the objective of the command board is to hit these funny little colorful squares. Now you can see that next to where it says GP, that is what, I don't even know what that is. What is GP? I forgot what GP is. All right, it's just your point system. All right, your bottom one is total points you have, and the top one is what you can spend. You can gain more total points in the bottom. I think that's what matters most, how many total points you have within the match, and the top is just what you can spend from that total. The bottom does not go down at all. Okay, listen, this game is so dumb. All right, let me just get through it. Don't ask, don't be confused, just listen and be okay. All right, we're gonna get through this. You touch the squares, okay? You see these squares. Look at the little mini map. Why are you staring at something else? Look at the mini map. All right, look right now. Look at that. You see that yellow square amount right there? Boom, 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 boom. You gotta touch the colorful ones. And you get them in your little box thingy right there. What's that little star chip? That's not important until later. But you touch all of them, and then you go back to the center where you see that keyhole. Exchanged all the colorful square points for more GP. But yeah, you get to buy certain properties, Monopoly style, right? You get to buy certain squares and then you get to keep that command. So like I think I just bought a command thing there. I really don't remember what it was. Does it matter? No, but I bought it, and so once the game is done, I get to keep it for myself, and it levels up. If I invest in GP points, I can put into it. If one of the other two fellas, Ventus or Aqua, lands on it, I get points. It's really cool. It's just there to level up and get new commands. You can get pretty busted. Again, there's just so many options for you to get busted in this game, and command board, unfortunately, is one of them. But yeah, you do that, you collect all the squares, go back, and then you win. The shiny thing, the star looking thing, once you reach the threshold, which I put at 5,000, you just go back to the center, and that's it. Here, I'll show you real quick. It's so dumb. It's so baby easy. All right, it's literally nothing.
There we go. Easy.
But yeah, I just go back to the keyhole, and that's it. Game's done. Who cares? Let's talk about the battle arena. So the arena. That's just it. It's just an arena. You can level up from these Unverse, actually. I'm pretty sure it takes inspiration from Kingdom Hearts 1, where you Kingdom Hearts 1 you can level up off of the Colosseum enemies. Kingdom Hearts 2 you can't. So it takes a little inspiration from both. I do enjoy having, freedom in this game. There's not like any requirements or like special situations for this. It's just literally go into the arena, fight the enemies, beat the boss at the end, and that's it. You get trophies, you get medals at the end, spend them on whatever. That's literally it. Okay? So, we're done with this. That's literally it. Oh, we gotta talk about music. Oh, damn. We're gonna talk about like 2 tracks, okay? We talked about one of them already, I'm pretty sure, extensively, but I wanna give this game a lot of more justice than I can. So, let's talk about the Enchanted Dominion battle theme. Probably, maybe heard it a little bit here and there, but it's really strong. I feel like if you start out this game as Terra, you kind of get this strong sense of like what the music will be throughout the game. Of course, some of them are going to be like horrible. Disney Town, hate that place, bro. Oh my god, it is terrible. All of it is terrible. I think like that's the only thing holding this game down was Disney Town. We're not going to show it, not going to talk about it anymore because we're done. But yeah, what is it called? Enchanted Dominion's battle theme is pretty good. The Rustling Forest. Okay, now that one, I promise you, goes really hard. The music in this game is really good. The overworld theme, when you're going to the worlds, it's called The Worlds, okay? It's so calming, so relaxing. When I first heard this, when I don't know how old I was back then, it was so mystifying. It was so grand that I would have a Kingdom Hearts game on the go, and then going to the world map was just so great because it just sent this like adventureness feel I had for the entire game. Like I sat there in the car listening to it, and I was like, oh my god, I'm traveling while I'm traveling, and it's great. It's so good. I think it does a great amount of justice to show traveling through like space. It's good. All right, I love it. I can't get enough of it. We have the Unforgettable. That's what it's called. It's the fight against that tree. That motherfucking tree. All right, I know I played it already, but it's really good. Give that a check. The one I mentioned beforehand, when it comes to Terra's story in the Castle of Dreams, that is something you're gonna find for yourself. Now that's something you have to experience. Everything goes crazy in this game. I'm telling you. Even the Future Masters. Future Masters is the theme that plays in the Land of Departure, like early on. It is good. It feels like these characters have a future. These characters, as the title for the song suggests have a future that they're all working towards. It's their dream, and the music itself kind of supports that. It really gives this sense that they're all walking hand in hand. I did that again. See, hand in hand together towards their dream, and it's. I love this game. This game is pretty good. This is hands down like a slept-on game. Some people might not enjoy it because of how, I guess, spammy and reliant the command deck is, but the story is good. I think the characters are flawed, but flawed in a good way, because it kind of makes you feel like you care for these characters after you get to know them. Like once you get into the story, it is pretty cheesy early on, but like you care for these characters. The story gets a lot darker, and it just leaves you wondering like, oh man, how are these fellas gonna like get out of this situation? And then you get to the end, and then you see why things happen. I hope you enjoyed this. I really enjoy talking about this series. There's a lot of things I grew up with, and this game is like probably the most prominent figure in my life. That's kind of weird to say, but this game kind of taught me a lot about friendship. All right, this game, I grew up with Kingdom Hearts. I still find it amazing even as an adult, but as a kid, it was always something that was in my mind. I hope people can see what I saw back then, or how I still view it now. It's an amazing series. I think there's a lot to offer. I'm kind of done rambling. I don't know what else I'm gonna do. Actually, we're gonna do something weird. Next one is not gonna be Kingdom Hearts. We're gonna do Yakuza. Yep, we're going for Yakuza 0. We're starting another series. Another game series. I'll come back to Kingdom Hearts at some point, but I want to do Yakuza. I think Yakuza would be funny. But yeah, I'm gone. Don't forget, drink water, smell the air. It's cold out, so get warm. Alright? Take care. Bye. Ugh. Where's my wife?